Okay, here we have 36-foot Morton Hersloff Down East Flying Bridge sedan, vintage 1978, in very good condition and upgraded over the years by loving owners. We'll take a look outside here. First thing you could probably notice is a heavy Rockna anchor going to a windlass with 250 feet of line. You can see here 3 opening hatches, all with screens. You can see up there a spotlight and a hailer, which doubles as a foghorn. Very nice bright work all the way around. 3 opening ports on either side, all with screens. Those 6 ports plus 3 hatches, all screened, give good ventilation without the need for turning on the air conditioning. Come down here the side, good handholds up top. To the cockpit. The cockpit has great storage, a long dock box. Comes in very handy for, as well as storage lockers on either side. The boat comes with a bimini over the cockpit, providing much needed shade in the hot days, as well as a 9-foot dinghy with a 2.5 horsepower 4-stroke Suzuki engine, which is conveniently stored here in the cockpit under lock and key. Back in the cockpit, there is saltwater washdown on the port side, and on the starboard side is freshwater washdown. Very handy for all sorts of purposes, and when cruising, a large super duper ice cooler to augment the refrigerator. Entering the main cabin, go through the screens, which can be very helpful, and you see the layout. Forward is a helm station with a comfortable helm chair. Great visibility all around. As well as curtains all around to provide protection from the sun when needed, like now, or privacy at night. The boat comes with a generator, 8-kilowatt generator, and air conditioning and heat. 1 air conditioner heating unit for the main cabin and 1 for the forward cabin. The galley is down on the port side. Well laid out. The toaster oven, stove, double sink, a good deal of storage. Coming down below, you can see the refrigerator and another view of the main cabin. On the starboard side is the head, which will probably be difficult to see in this video. Raritan head, and a great shower at the end of the day, Some hanging storage for coats here. Now coming into the forward cabin. Here's the two opening ports on either side with curtains. The screened hatch above. V-berths on either side with an insert in the middle. And then 6 drawers on either side for storage. On the port side, there's a opening closet, more hanging storage, and then storage underneath the seat. On the starboard side, there's reading lamp, which on both sides. Controls for the air conditioner heater, which are in the forward cabin, and a sink, hot and cold running water, medicine cabinet, an alarm for smoke and CO2, temperature gauge for in the engine compartment and the cabin, and even a tilt meter to ensure that the boat is leveled and cruising efficiently. Here again is the galley. And now we'll go up top. Look at the helm station. See, the helm station is well laid out. Bow thruster, all the engine controls, depth control, autopilot, and what you'll see all over the boat are electronic outlets to plug in USB and DC devices. And then the DC distribution switches. There is 2 chart plotters, one to focus on the sonar and charts, and the second, a new Garmin touchscreen. Cabinets along the side for storage. And this section here, very unusual. This area here is a Murphy bed, which pulls out, could be converted to a nice cabinet with a TV. Coming up to the flying bridge. See the second helm station with all the necessary controls. There's another chart plotter, new model Garmin, depth sounder, autopilot, thruster, engine controls, compass, obviously throttle. Down here is the radio. This is a remote control for the radio, which also has AIS on it and has an intercom from the top to the main cabin, and has a hailer and an automatic foghorn. And again, there are additional outlets for USB to plug in iPad, iPhone, etc. And here you can see the bimini over the cockpit. The boat is rigged for fishing with 7 rod holders, 5 on the top deck and 2 down below. It has a side scan structure sonar. Again, still on the fly bridge. There's room for lounging, a full bimini, plenty of storage underneath the helm chair, additional storage on the second locker, and on the port side is the radar, unit a new Garmin HD radar. The boat comes with very extensive lighting capabilities, LED lights in the main cabin, 2 levels of intensity of white, 2 levels of intensity of red, and those lights are LEDs, highly efficient. There's 2 of them in the main cabin, 1 of them more in the galley, 1 more in the forward cabin, and finally 1 in the head. In addition to that, there's reading lamps on both bunks, and then there's recessed LED lights underneath this coaming, all of which combine to give all possible lighting combinations and a non-glary appearance at night. In the main cabin, in addition to the overhead lights, there are high efficiency lights on either side, and behind the valance on either side there are LED lights to provide a glow in the evening to avoid the harsh lights that are in many boats today. And finally, on lighting, there is a underwater light off the transom and recessed LED lights in the cockpit. This is the DC distribution panel, which shows the various controls, including those for the trim tab and the refrigerator. Another comforting feature is the smart bilge monitor. This sets off an alarm if the bilge pump is running too long, but more importantly, it has a counter on the number of times the bilge pump has been turned on, which is very good to know when you've been away from the boat for a while. The boat has a Sterling smart regulator, which improves the efficiencies of the batteries. It has a Magnum inverter and battery charger, which keeps the 110 electric running well when you're not on connected to shore power or when you're not using the generator. And then 2 battery switches, one for the house batteries and the other for the bow thruster and windlass. And so here she is, 36-foot, solid as can be, proven down east flying bridge sedan, upgraded new electronics, efficient, reliable diesel engine, and all the other amenities that make cruising safe and secure. Ready to go back to Cuba, back to the Keys, back to the Bahamas, anywhere on the East Shore, or just stay up here in Maine and enjoy the wonderful boating up here.